Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, life keeps pushing you down? Like you're swimming and swimming but still stuck in the same place? This is the story of a little fish who discovered the secret of ending her suffering, not by changing the sea, but by changing something far more powerful, herself. Once upon a time, in a clear blue lake near the kingdom of Rivermere, there lived a small fish named Luna. She wasn't the fastest. She wasn't the strongest. She was just ordinary. Every day, Luna would swim past the big rocks where the bigger fish gathered. They laughed loudly, showing off their shiny scales and powerful fins. Luna always stayed quiet, watching from a distance, feeling like she didn't belong. "I wish I were like them," she sighed one morning, staring at her reflection in the water. "Maybe then I wouldn't feel so small, so useless." Little did Luna know, her journey to peace and a lesson that would change her life was about to begin. The Lake of Rivermere was ruled by King Adrian, a kind and wise ruler who often visited the lake's edge to feed the fish. He believed that every creature, no matter how small, had a purpose in his kingdom. One summer afternoon, as the sun painted the water in gold, King Adrian noticed Luna swimming alone near the shallow shore. He smiled gently and said, "Why do you look so sad, little one?" Luna looked up and replied, "Because, Your Majesty, I'm tired. No matter how much I swim, I never reach anywhere. Everyone else seems so happy, but I just feel stuck." The king chuckled softly. "You're suffering because you're trying to be like the others, Luna. You haven't yet discovered your own flow." Luna tilted her head, confused. "My own flow?" But before she could ask more, the king stood up and said, "When the storm comes, you'll understand." A storm? Luna didn't know what he meant, but those words stayed with her. A few days later, the skies darkened. Winds howled, waves crashed, and the peaceful lake turned wild. Luna was terrified. The bigger fish swam deeper into their hiding places, but Luna, small and light, was swept away by the violent current. She tried to fight it. She swam as hard as she could against the flow, gasping, crying, struggling to survive. "Why is this happening to me?" she shouted into the roaring water. Her tiny body grew weaker and weaker. Finally, she stopped fighting. She was too tired, too hopeless, and in that moment, something strange happened. As she let go, the current carried her, not down, not to destruction, but to a calm, hidden corner of the lake she'd never seen before. The water here was clear and still. Soft light filtered through and food was plenty. Luna floated there, breathing deeply, realizing she wasn't drowning. She had been carried somewhere safe. When the storm passed, Luna looked around in wonder. Everything she'd ever wanted, peace, safety, and beauty, was right here. And yet, she had only found it when she stopped resisting. Tears filled her eyes as she remembered King Adrian's words. "When the storm comes, you'll understand." She finally did. All her life, she had been swimming against the current, against reality, against who she was, against what life was offering her. She thought strength meant control, but the truth was, strength was in surrender. Not the kind that gives up, but the kind that trusts. Trusts that sometimes the storm isn't here to destroy you. It's here to take you where you truly belong. A few days later, King Adrian came back to the lake. He smiled as he saw Luna gliding joyfully through her new home. "Now you've found your flow," he said. Luna swam closer and asked, "Was this place always here, my king?" He nodded. Yes, Luna, but you couldn't reach it by fighting the water. Sometimes peace begins not by swimming harder, but by letting go. Luna smiled softly. For the first time, she didn't compare herself to anyone. She didn't wish to be bigger or faster. She simply felt free. And as the sun sparkled on the water, she whispered, I don't need to fight the current anymore. I'll move with it. Life is just like that lake. The more we fight our pain, the more we suffer. But when we stop resisting, when we trust the flow, learn from it and move with it, life takes us exactly where we're meant to be. Remember this, you can't calm the storm, but you can stop letting it shake your heart. So the next time life feels heavy, pause, breathe, and flow like Luna, not fighting every wave, but trusting the sea within you.